In this video, we are going to talk about seed plants and their evolution. In a previous lesson, you learned about seedless plants, which included the seedless non-vascular plants and the seedless vascular plants. So let's do a quick review of a few things that are characteristic of seedless plants. So seedless plants require water for reproduction. The male gamete has a flagellum, so it has to swim to the female gamete. Most seedless plants are homosporous, meaning they only produce one type of spore. In seedless plants, gametophytes do not have to be connected to the sporophyte. And remember that this is related to the alternation of generations. A few key differences between seedless plants and seed plants. Well, first of all, seed plants have seeds and seedless plants don't. Hopefully that's obvious. But seed plants also do not require water for sexual reproduction. So seed plants produce this structure known as pollen, and pollen carries the male gametes. And pollen can be carried by wind, pollinators, animals. I should also put water here. But it's not required to have water in order for the male gamete to get to where the female gamete is. In seed plants, all of them are heterosporous, meaning that they produce two different types of spores. Microspores produce the male gametophyte, which produces sperm. And megaspores are the female spores, and they produce the female gametophyte, which produces eggs. Another key difference is that in seed plants, the gametophyte is reliant on the sporophyte for water and nutrients. And so the sporophyte is the more dominant generation, and the gametophyte is a smaller structure that is stuck to the sporophyte. So if we take a look at the evolution of plants, and remember that MYA stands for millions of years ago. So in a previous lesson, we learned about the seedless plants. So seedless non-vascular plants probably evolved about 500 million years ago, and these were the bryophytes that we talked about in that lesson. The seedless vascular plants evolved around 425 million years ago, and these were the ones that included the club mosses, horsetails, whisk ferns, and true ferns. And then in this lesson, we are going to be focusing on the seed plants. So about 400 million years ago, the first seed plants showed up, and these were gymnosperms. And we're going to talk more about gymnosperms in this lesson. And then about 125 million years ago, we started seeing flowering seeded vascular plants. So we are also going to go into more detail about angiosperms in this lesson.